Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be showing y'all this awesome, super cool, ridiculous wither farm. And behind me, as you can see, these are items that you'll get from this wither farm. Alright, so these are all the items you'll get here. You'll get wither skeleton skulls, coal, bones, blaze rods, arrows, magma cream, and junk. So, junk as I mean like tools and stuff like that. You just don't want that. So if I were to turn around from here, you'll see these two chests and this wither skeleton farm, whatever. Ignore the wither skeleton farm for now. I'm going to be showing y'all the amazing rates from this farm. So in here, as you can see, this is after 1 hour of AFK. You'll get approximately amount of items in here. So 31 wither skeleton heads per hour is really good. And just tons of blaze rods, arrows, and coal, which is also another good thing this farm's used for. And then in this chest over here is just bones. You get tons and tons of bones, as you can see. And so yeah, this farm, as you can see, is very, very efficient. And I do recommend building a sorting system to this farm, because you're going to get tons and tons of junk. Just tons of it. So I do recommend building a sorting system just to get rid of that junk, and then also just to sort out these items in these chests over here. So I am going to have some timestamps on right now. It'll show you when the tutorial starts and then anything else that's important. Right now I will be showing y'all how this farm actually works. If you want to learn that, I do recommend watching this part just because it tells you how it works, obviously. But if you want to, you can just skip straight to the tutorial. Alright, so if I were to come to one of these spawn locations, or one of these pods, I'm going to break into here and show you how it works. So this right here, this block right here, the nether brick block, is the spawn location. I'll show you how to find the spawn locations in the tutorial. So you find these spawn locations and you just build this casing around it so mobs can't get out, and then a trident killer at the bottom with a trident that gets pushed around and kills them, and then that right there is a hopper to pick up the blocks. The way it works is that when they spawn here, they get instantly pushed off by these blocks because they could still spawn there for some reason. I know, it's weird, Bedrock, but they spawn there, they get pushed off, fall into here, get killed by the trident killers, loot gets picked up, and it could be put into whatever storage system you want. Alright, so at the bottom here, there is this where it gets pushed around and it kills them, you know, and that's how you just turn it off and on. And then you're also going to want to collect the XP from it because it does get clogged up. Alright, now to the tutorial. Alright, for the farm, you're going to want to find yourself a nice nether fortress that's over lava like this one. And you want to do that because you will have to do significantly less slabbing around the area. So where I'm going to place my farm is going to be on this roads here in this area. You can also choose different areas that have spawn locations, like the crosswalks over here. And over here, you're just going to have to break the walls when you are trying to find the spawn locations. But it's essentially the same thing as what I'm going to build over there. Also, destroy any spawners, any blaze spawners. You just don't want those spawning in the area. So yeah, destroy those, any of them. Alright, so for my area that I chose, so if you choose an area like mine, you're going to want to break the roof and the walls here. You're also going to want to block off any lava like this. So I'm just going to go ahead and block this lava up here. And finally, the lava is disappearing. That took a long while for it to disappear. Alright, huge side note. Do this in creative. It is so much easier to do this in creative. You can do it in survival, but it's just way better in creative. So, yeah, find your nether fortress in creative over lava, and then also when you're also going to find your spawn locations in creative. It's just so much easier that way. Don't do it in survival. It's a hassle in survival. So yeah, make a copy world, go into creative, and find the nether fortress and the spawn locations, and then the rest you can do in survival. Alright, good? Sound good? Alright, so after you've, you know, done the mining away of walls and walkways, wherever you chose to do it, you're gonna want to get these command blocks. You could, you know, / give yourself command blocks, and then you're gonna want to put the block type to repeat over here, and then put in the command input what I have here, kill at all entities. So you're gonna kill all the mobs that are spawning. So I flick that on, you see all these mobs are spawning and they're dying instantly. And then also you're gonna want to have one that sets it to hard. I have it here just for ease, but you're gonna want to be set to hard, so then you can see all the mobs that spawn instantly die. And then you're also gonna have one more command block over here that has this. Yes, it's a lot. You're gonna want to type this down. So what this is doing is just killing, or it's finding the wither skeleton, where the wither skeleton spawns, and then it sets a smooth stone block as a marker block, so you know where the spawn location is at. So we're gonna flip that on. Then as you can see, I stepped a little back so they could spawn in front of me. Like over there. See those? Those are spawn locations. And when a wither skeleton spawns, you get that spawn location down. Like that. See that? So you're gonna want to step and fly a little bit back so they can actually spawn in where you want them to spawn. So I'm just gonna fly a little back and let them spawn. Also, go AFK for like 5 minutes just so you know you're getting all the spawn spots. Alright, so after AFKing for a bit, you can see I have lots and lots of spawn locations all around here. Alright, so as you can see, I have tons and tons of spawn locations. I'm going to want to pick out 6. You can pick out less or more, but you want them to be all into a closed area. And you also want your spawn locations to be not too close. Like these 3 are way too close. I won't be able to build them. So I'm going to only use this one, skip these 2, this one, skip this one, because those are just way too close. This one's also too close. This one's too close. I'll keep that one. This one's too close. So as you can see, I won't keep this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 all really close together. So that's what we want. Just we could get more. We could get 7, 8, 10, 15, but you only need 6. If you want to build more, you're welcome to build more. But you want them to be all into a closed area so you can AFK at all of them at the same time. Alright, so once you got your 6 locations, you're going to want to save the coordinates. As you can see, the top left, you save the coordinates for each one of them. You can screenshot, take a picture, write them down, whatever you want to do. And then you can go back to your survival world, and you know these spawn locations already because they're the same. As long as you're using the same seed, of course. So yeah, you will have 6 locations, and then yeah, you can just go back to your survival world, place slabs over them, mark them out, you know, make them identifiable. I don't even know what word I was looking for, but you know what I mean. Identify them. Now that's left for you to do in creative, at least, is for you to find a suitable AFK spot for your 6 things. So what I prefer is for you to have your AFK spot down below somewhere, so near the lava. You can have your AFK spot, let's say like somewhere around here. If this was yours, mine would probably be around right here, just so you're still in range for these things to spawn, but you're also farther away from all these blocks, and so you have to do less slabbing. So you're gonna want to find your AFK spot somewhere down below, really close to the lava, but also really close to these things here too. But yeah, so you're gonna want to find a spot down here, somewhere around down near the lava. A way to know your AFK spot is good enough is if you were to break all your identifier blocks. So if I were to break all of them, and then I were to come over here, set this back into hard, and turn this back on, and then go down to my AFK spot, you would see after AFK for like, let's say 5 minutes. So let me do that. So after AFKing for 5 minutes, you should see that the marker blocks are back. That means your AFK spot is good enough and the mobs will spawn there. So yeah, that's how you find out if your AFK spot is suitable for your farm. Now you can go ahead and block off the other ones that you weren't going to use. So I'm just doing that right now. Just finished that. So now I just left with the ones I am going to use, these 6. Alright, so in your survival mode, you should have written down all your cords. You're going to go back to the same nether fortress, break down the walls again, and try to do this in peaceful, because, you know, it'd just be a lot easier to make this in peaceful. And when you're in survival, you're just going to go ahead and place blocks on top of all of these, of your spawning locations. And if you can't do this in survival, you could just go ahead and get yourself a slab and place it on there just so nothing else will spawn. Alright, so after doing that with the slabs, you're going to want to go back to your suitable AFK spot that you found in creative. And then you're also going to want to count 50 blocks in every direction with your coordinates. So 50 blocks this way would be all the way over here. So I built a pillar to know that's 50 blocks. And then I'm also going to build a pillar over here. And then over here. And this just marks out where you're going to have to slab up to. So this is 50 blocks out. So you're going to slab all the way around in a radius. Going all the way around over here in all this land. You're not going to really have to do anything above you. So like this over here, for example, I'm not going to have to slab at all because my AFK spot's going to be way down there. Nothing's going to spawn up here. And same goes for up here too. Nothing should spawn up here. So if I'm AFK'd way down there, I don't have to block up or spawn proof any of this area up here. So really it pertains to land that's more down here, like this land over here. I'm gonna have to for sure spawn proof, and then also any caves over here like this. See this over here? I'm gonna have to spawn proof this little cave over here, and all this little cave over here. Hopefully yours doesn't have caves because caves do get annoying. Alright, so as you can see, I slabbed most of the area. This is supposed to be slabbed. So I slabbed most of the area. As you can see, just like this. And yeah, so you're gonna want to slab also all of these, and even inside of here, as you can see in there, it's all slabbed up, all slabbed around, slabbed inside there. I just need to slab a little bit more, and yeah, as you can see, this is turning out really, really good. And that's pretty much what yours needs to look like too. You can use any slab, by the way. You can use these slabs or cobblestone slabs or smooth stone slabs. It doesn't really matter as long as it's slabs. No mobs should be spawning. Alright, so once you're done with all the slabbing, you're going to want to come back to your marker blocks, and one by one you're going to want to come to them, get any pumpkin, jack-o'-lantern, card, pumpkin, doesn't matter, place it down. You're going to look at the stem. The stem always points northwest, so it's that way. Northwest is that way. I know that's northwest because that's pointing that way. So I'm going to come on top of one of these, northwest, that way. So I'm going to come over here, break the northwest block right there, and then break the blocks next to it like that. And then I'm going to do that to all of them over here. The same exact thing, pointing all to northwest. This is very important to the farm. They all need to be like this, pointing northwest. Alright, so I'm going to be showing you how to build these now. As you can see, I built 2 of them, just for reference. And so, what you're going to do is you're going to stand over here on these 3 blocks. You're going to dig down 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 1, 2. And then you're going to want to break all these like this. So it should look like this, as you can see. And then you're going to want to break these blocks on your feet and turn them into your building block. Like that, and then you're going to want to break all these blocks surrounding it. And so it should look like this, something like this. Right, this one still facing northwest, like that. And then you want to break these blocks and also turn them into smooth stone. And then you're going to stand underneath it. You should be able to jump and place a piston like that, like that, like that, like that. Then you're gonna get your observer. You're gonna go to one of the pistons and then place it like that with the arrow pointing outwards. And then you're gonna do this one like that, where the arrow's pointing into the piston. And then you're going to place another one over here, pointing outwards, and then into the piston, and then outwards, into the piston, and then outwards, that, and then the final one into the piston. So then it should look like this, see? Kind of like a circle going around. So after you do that, you're going to go to one of the corners to build up 1, 2, 3, 4. Should be like this. And then you're going to do this all the way around. All the way up to 3, 4 on all the sides. So once you do that, you're going to want to break these blocks. This block is the spawn location. You're going to get your nether brick block and then break it and place it with that. And then you're going to put a slab on top of that so nothing will spawn. Then on top of that slab, you're going to place glass like that. Then you're going to do one more layer all the way around. Like that. And then place 2 more glass on top, and then 2 in front, and then another 2 in front. Like that. And then they should face that way north. So that you're going to do that to all 6 or however you have. Just remember yours might be on a walkway like this over here. If yours is on a walkway like this over here, you're probably going to have to be digging into the ground like this. So your platform will probably be like this down here somewhere. So yeah, don't worry if yours is like that. You're still building it correctly. Also, when you've built enough of them, you should start connecting them with walkways, so it'll be easier to access all of them. Yours may be floating walkways or placed on top like how mine are. So like that, some walkways. And you're building those walkways because eventually we're going to be adding more to these trident killers. So as you can see, there's a difference between these. These have this little line of stone around them. That's just for an extra precautionary. You don't have to do it. It's just something you can do. You want to be extra careful because sometimes the skeletons get pushed out into the glass here like this one, and they'll just be in here, but they're not supposed to be there. So after you've completely built it, all of them, you're going to want to go to whichever one you want, and you can choose whichever side you want. So you can choose this side, that side, any side you want. You're going to break these 2 blocks. You're going to, above the piston, you're going to place glass, and then the one next to observer, you're going to place a slab. From the slab, you're going to throw a trident just like that onto that piston, and then you're going to place a lever right here. You should flick it. All of them should push around, then you flick it again, and it'll start going over and over again. And so yeah, that's how you build the trident killer. You'll flick that off now because it's just very annoying. You're now going to do that to all of them, and you can do it whichever side you want. For the glass ones, you know, you just break this block. If you're building it like this, they also look nicer, I think, but whatever. Which way you want to build it, do it like this. Place that, and boom. Alright, so after you've completely did all of these, and you throw your tridents in, but you notice that they're not working, like it's not pushing the pistons around, that means you've done something incorrectly. You're going to have to rewatch that video, or rewatch that part of the video, and build these again, because you probably placed an observer wrong somewhere. Alright, so, after you've done all that, you get to the best part, building the storage system. So, the storage system is completely up to you. You can do a very basic one, just a hopper to chest, or you can do an automatic sorting system like I had over here. I'm not going to show y'all how to build a sorting system because those are all over the place. You can search it up, find a way how to build it, and just connect all the hoppers to it into one automatic storage system. I will be showing y'all how to make a very simple one though. So you're going to want to come to whichever one you want, come to the lever, dig down, break the slab, and then go down 1, 2, 3 blocks. Go down here, 3 blocks out, like that, and then again, and then again. So it should be 3 blocks forward. So you should be underneath this block. Underneath this block, you're going to want to get yourself a chest. Place the chest, and then you're going to get yourself a hopper. place the hopper, and then you get yourself these blocks here. You place that like that, and then get blocks like that to make sure it doesn't slide away. So that should protect it. And then you can dig out some room around it, give yourself some space. And yeah, you could pretty much just go like that. And you just do that to all of them, and then you should have a storage system. A very simple storage system. I do not recommend this, by the way. I do not. Build yourself an automatic storing system. It's just so much better. Alright, so I'm here at my own, what's called, wither farm. You can see here. I have slabbed off a big area around. Very pretty, as you can see. But we're not talking about that. We're talking about this. This is my very own wither farm that I, customized. As you can see, I built these walkways. I've broken most of the blocks out of the way because this was a one of these things, whatever you call them. So as you can see, this is how I built it with my storage system, just so I can show y'all. The hoppers are underneath it. They're picking up the items, going all the way around, and then they're going into this storage system. So I have the storage system kind of in the middle of these 6 over here. So this storage system, as you can see, brings in the coal, whatever, how much coal it is, the bones, then you have the blaze rods, magma cream, this is the on and off switch, and then of course the prize, the wither heads, which are all gone. Someone took out my wither heads, but there should be 30 some in there. And then this is the garbage chute, so all the items flow into here, they get thrown away to the garbage chute, which is a dispenser, just throwing them out into the lava down below. My storage system over here, as you can see, they're all on. That's not correct. Oh my gosh. That could have been bad, but as you can see, this is my storage system. Looks pretty cool. It looks very ugly. I know I need to make it look nice. And then this is the on and off switches you saw earlier. This toggles them on. As you can hear, the tridents turn on. And they should all start dying. Oh, as you can see, when I stand up here at the same level as these blazes, they kind of float up with me. So that's why you have to have your AFK spot down below. Look at that. So that's why my AFK spot is down here. Alright, no longer making so much noise. And bam. Very peaceful. Nothing bothered me. And I'm just getting tons of loot. So yeah, that's the tutorial, and this is my showcase of how I built mine, just so you could maybe model yourself off of mine. As you can see, there's this thing, the on and off switch, targeting into the pistons. But yeah, this is mine, and I just wanted to show y'all so you can get an idea of how you should build yours. I hope this helped you in making your own tutorial and stuff like that. I mean, your own wither farm. Man, I'm all over the place. Hope you guys learned something, and hope you guys have a nice farm, and blah blah blah, whatever. I'll see y'all in the next video. I'm probably gonna do some videos of my SMP just because I want to. But yeah, I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye bye.